because the foolishness of God is wiser than men. In other words, God on his stupidest day is smarter than all of us. That's all that's saying. And God doesn't have stupid days, but, the so-called foolishness of God is wiser than men. And the weakness of God is stronger than men. God on his weakest day is stronger than all of us combined. For you see, your calling, brethren, that not many wise according to the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. You begin to see God's motive here? And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things that are mighty. And the base things of the world, and the things which are despised, God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring to nothing the things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. So all the nations of the world and the power, and we accomplished this, and we did that, and we built a tower, and we did whatever, and God says, yeah, I'm going to use this weak little praying church to bring that to nothing. All your impressiveness is going to be brought to nothing by stuff you can't even see. Just a little praying church. He's chosen the weak things to put to shame the things that are mighty. In other words, we think through our might, through our strength, we can accomplish, we can do, we can this and that. And God says, no, I'm choosing the weak things so that it's my strength. I'm choosing the weak things. If you'll embrace weakness, you can be chosen to be mighty in God. Prayer looks weaker than activity. It just does. This is, I think, the biggest problem with prayer and the thing we don't get. Prayer looks weaker than activity. You can go to a prayer meeting, spend an hour, leave the prayer meeting, and what did you accomplish? You have no idea. You can't quantify it usually, can you? Now, sometimes something happens during the prayer meeting, but most of the time, I can go to a meeting and I can go, we took up this much offering. We got this many people saved. We went out there and we went on a missions trip. We built a building. I can quantify all my activity, and it looks like I'm accomplishing something. And I go to a prayer meeting and I leave, and I've got nothing. I've got nothing. It looks weak. It looks weaker than activity. And it's meant to look weaker than activity. It's intentionally counterintuitive so that he gets the glory. The thing we actually do the least at accomplishes the most.